my friend Sam Harris, who I love dearly. I think he's a brilliant person. And then Bret Weinstein, I love him dearly. I think he's a brilliant person. They disagree vehemently, but they don't talk.
That's too bad.
Weinstein wants to talk, and Sam doesn't want to have him on because Sam essentially thinks he's almost like a flat earther now. And I was trying to figure out how to work this out, and I'm like, okay, let me just figure out what the approach is. And I don't think I could even get them together in a room. Like, Sam doesn't want to have Bret on his podcast, and so I'm like, okay, could I have the two of them on mine? Like, surely
that's too bad. What does Sam say?
Ground.
Why does Sam doesn't want? I mean, it's strange to me that he wouldn't want to.
I don't know.
I mean, because there's like, look,
I don't want to put words in his mouth.
Yeah,
I don't. But his position is that Bret is wildly incorrect about the efficacy of the vaccines, the dangers of the vaccines, and the effectiveness of them, and also that he's incorrect about how vaccines will select for more aggressive variants when the vaccines allow transmission, right? So being a leaky vaccine, this is the controversy. As one of the controversies that I got involved with too, because I tweeted a paper from 2015 that was specifically about how leaky vaccines, meaning vaccines that also allow transmission, like vaccines that don't necessarily 100% protect you from transmission, can select for more aggressive variants. So if there's one protein like in this vaccine that protects you from COVID, but then there are other variants that are not protected in that same way, having a mass population vaccinated will select for these variants. And Sam's position was that first of all, this variant came from India, where there's way less people that are vaccinated. But I don't think Bret's position is that it's creating these variants, but it's that having people vaccinated for that variant selects for more aggressive variants. I'm too dumb to understand who's right. Right? And I hear this conversation going back and forth, and I'm like, are there going to be mutations no matter what? And apparently everybody says there is. Like, if you have like a bunch of people infected by a disease, even if there's no vaccine, you're going to have variants. You're going to have mutations. Viruses change and adapt, and you know. So it's fucking complicated shit, but it's Bret's wheelhouse. I mean, he is an evolutionary biologist. This is what he studies. So it's when he discusses it, he's not discussing it from a position where he's guessing. And then, I think the two of them probably could come to some understanding if they got together in a room and talked it through. But this is a part of the hysteria of the times, that people don't want to be associated with people that they think have questionable ideas or that are promoting questionable ideas. And there's a panic that's attached to this pandemic that is testing people's resolve and their intellectual fortitude in a way that I don't think I've ever seen anything like it in my life.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because you say he considers it a flat Earth theory. Well, why would you not want to debate somebody that has a flat Earth theory? It should be pretty easy for you.
Maybe
to
it's
win
also
that
it's
argument.
not. I mean, he's a neuroscientist. Maybe it's not his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Maybe he thinks that someone else should do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's just, to me, it's crazy.